a guided meditation for when climate change is freaking you out. Let us begin. Set aside this time for yourself. Put those screens away, turn off the notifications, especially if they make sounds. The world will survive if we are unavailable for just a precious handful of minutes. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down in a way that suits your body and where you are at today. Let us take a couple of moments to just breathe in and out. In and out. Try to make each breath a little longer, a little calmer with each inhalation. Settle into your body. Feel the support from the ground beneath you. Now, slowly close your eyes or unfocus your eyes and let them rest softly on something in front of you. Check in with your jaw and your shoulders, or anything else you may be tensing or subconsciously holding on to. Make an effort to let them soften and relax. Return to the breath. In and out. If you clicked this video, you may be concerned for our shared future on this pale blue dot sailing through space. You may see how human activity, especially over the last few hundred years, has brought harm to ourselves, others, wildlife, and the natural environment we are all a part of. Perhaps you have read a concerning piece of news, or heard of how we may have passed yet another tipping point for what our precious environment can handle. Perhaps a species or habitat is going extinct. Perhaps you had a relationship with it through the environment you've grown up in, places you've lived, or the work that you do. You may have some feelings in regards to this, feelings like fear, anxiety, grief, anger, or despair. Let us take a moment now and sit with whichever feelings you may be experiencing for just a moment. Notice where they sit in your body and what they feel like. We are not trying to judge our feelings, nor are we trying to forcefully push them away. We are simply exploring those feelings with a neutral and kind sort of curiosity. Do they sit in your stomach? Are your hands tensing into fists? Do you feel a pressure building up behind your eyes? Or are you ready to leap back onto your feet ready to fight an imaginary but also overwhelming foe. Where do you feel whichever feelings you are experiencing? Is the feeling clear-cut or perhaps more subtle? Perhaps it is a combination of many feelings where the only way we are able to describe it is as a state of upset. All that and more are completely okay. Your feelings are valid. You are not less than for feeling sad or overwhelmed or angry or whichever other feelings you may be experiencing in this moment or any other moment in your life. After you have found out where in your body your current emotions are residing, let us take a moment together to simply feel those emotions. Breathe in and out. In and out. Hold your emotion within yourself. If you want, you can visualize it as energy coursing through your body. Allow yourself to feel your emotions to their full extent with that same neutral curiosity as before. And remember, just because you're feeling a certain way, that does not mean you are your emotions. Right now, we are just a neutral observer, curious and without judgment. Like with many other things, emotions are fleeting, often changing, but they do not have to define us. And again, breathe in and out. Now, after we have sat with our emotions for a few moments, imagine yourself taking that energy, those emotions, and setting them aside. We are not denying their existence, nor are we trying to remove ourselves from them through sheer force of will. Our emotions are signals trying to tell us things. So instead of ignoring them, try looking at them. Acknowledge them, thank them for looking out for us, and for doing their best to protect you the only way they know how. And then we can release those emotions. Collect them in your next big breath in, and on your next big breath out, let them go. Once more, just like that, gather those big emotions doing their best to protect you, and release them with your next big exhale. Let us get a few things out of the way. Climate change is scary. Large companies caring more about their shareholders' money than the health of this beautiful planet we all share is scary. The loss of habitat for many of the amazing species we share this earth with is scary. In our current state of mind, we are able to acknowledge these things, but without letting our emotions pull us along into a torrent of chaos. We can observe the chaos, but we do not let it pull us in. Scary things are happening all around us, that is true, but we will not be better equipped to deal with those things if we let ourselves live in a near constant state of urgency, upset, anger, fear, or guilt. Your suffering will not alleviate the state of the world. Our fear or anger does not make us better caregivers of our natural environment, especially when we have nowhere to turn those emotions than back in on ourselves. We will not care more for our environment by burning ourselves out and endlessly scrolling for more doom and despair. This endless cycle of scrolling ever more in a feeling of having to stay up to date does nothing for our work towards a better home for everyone. Take yet another deep breath. Perhaps the deepest breath you've taken all day. Let the air fill your lungs and expand your chest. Breathe in all the love you have for this beautiful home that we share. And then breathe out, along with all your feelings of not being enough or doing enough or activisming hard enough. Out with it. All of it. Let that go. There will always be more to do than any of us could do on our own in a single lifetime. We will not do more by burning ourselves out. We cannot treat this effort for our amazing environment as a sprint. It is a marathon, or better yet, a team marathon. And we must pace ourselves as such, must fuel and rest and take care of ourselves as such, with all our brain chemistry and disabilities and emotions and feelings must all be acknowledged with our own full humanity. All those things you feel like you have to do right now, they will still be there tomorrow. They will still be there later. For now, we will simply breathe. If you are already feeling burnt out from all the big stuff in the news, take yet another deep breath and come back to focus on just the sound of my voice. Allow yourself this time, these minutes, to simply exist right here, right now. You are enough. You are good enough just the way you are right now. Forget those screens for just a moment and allow yourself to rest. We can all show up in different ways for our beloved world. Perhaps you will help a neighbor grow some food in a windowsill, support a friend during a difficult time. Small actions like these may feel like nothing, but they can show us that we are capable of doing things, or that we are not alone. One of the ways we can enact change is to let that lonesome I become a community of we and us. Being a community member is work, of course, just like all relationships are a certain amount of work. But growing a community of diverse people may just be how we do some of those things that we simply cannot manage on our own. And just like we are enough right here, right now, so our communities are enough right here, right now. We must take care of ourselves and those closest around us before we can expand and take care of others. Now, in that same neutral and curious mindset, allow yourself to plant the tiniest seed of hope in your chest. Feel the seed slowly grow and change and spread. Allow this small seedling of hope to take root deep within yourself. Sit with it for a moment and let it grow strong. Now take that hope, fragile though it may seem, and let us envision a future together. A future where everyone has enough, where resources are divided equally, and where sustainable solutions are slowly helping us reduce that damage that has been made to our precious world thus far. A world where we treat one another fairly, where the rivers and oceans are slowly clearing up of chemicals. A world where clean energy is the default, and where those big businesses are also a part of that great collective effort. We all are together. A world where we are working together towards a healthy balance between using the resources our beautiful planet grows so generously for us and leaving enough to sustain replenishment and all the precious wildlife we share this precious home with. what would such a world look like? What would such a world smell like, feel like, sound like? How could a fair, equitable world like this be made real? Build that world in your mind's eye. Fill it with color and joy and possibilities. Let it dance with birdsong and relish in vibrancy and hope. If you are able, lift the corners of your mouth and allow yourselves just the tiniest of smiles. For the brave act of hoping and envisioning a better world. Breathe it in and out. In and out. Return to the breath as you take this beautiful, vibrant dream and allow your hope to encapsulate it. Take this dream, this beautiful, beautiful hope that a better future is possible, and let it settle within your chest like a verdant bubble of hope and dreams and futures. Let that beautiful possible future sit there next to your despair, your anger, your sorrow. Imagine how, although the layer of hope protecting it may be thin, your dream is strong enough to survive, even when the surrounding areas may be scary. Trust that your hope is strong enough to keep this precious dream of a better future intact and vibrant. Allow yourself to relish in it. Bask in the beauty of imagining yourself working towards something, not just trying to avoid a worst-case scenario. Sit with it for as long as you like. Pause this video if you will, and practice just sitting in that hope, letting it grow and spread through your body, your arms, your legs, your neck, to the very tippy top of your head. Practice this feeling of being fueled by hope and how that changes how you feel and move and act in your day-to-day life. Now, with all that precious hope still glowing within you, slowly open your eyes and let your focus come back to the world around you. Take in the environment you are sitting in. Turn your neck. Move your eyes. Move your hands and your feet. Perhaps give thanks for some of the amazing things our generous planet shares with us. Stretch. Feel the world in all its glorious chaos come back to your senses. There is still a lot to do. The work is far from over. But by taking intentional breaks and caring for our own physical and mental health, we are better able to show up and be there for ourselves and for other people. To be there for our beautiful planet. To sustain it, grow and relish it, and not least to share this human experience of living on it at just this moment and at just this time. We are enough together. Come back to this video as often as necessary. Even in our hectic world, allow yourself this few precious moments to be still, to breathe, and to practice that muscle of hope. Perhaps especially when times look bleak, it is amazing what difference a little hope can do. And also, of course, a great big thank you to the patrons who help make this channel possible. If this helps just one person finding respite around all the chaos, that will have been enough. I love you all. Bye.